Introduction. Beneath the shadow of the Great Pyramids of Giza, a new discovery has sent ripples through the archaeological world. Researchers using advanced radar scans have reportedly detected something astonishing: a vast network of hidden structures deep underground. For centuries, people have speculated about secret chambers and tunnels below these ancient monuments. Now, science is peeling back the veil of sand and time, revealing that the truth may be stranger than any myth. In this video, we journey beneath the Giza Plateau to explore these massive underground structures and what they could mean for our understanding of ancient Egypt. Radar scan findings. In March 2025, a team of researchers conducted a cutting-edge radar survey of the Giza Pyramid complex. The resulting scans unveiled an enormous subterranean complex under the Pyramid of Khafra, one that appears to span the entire Giza Plateau. Near the pyramid's base, the radar picked up 5 identical rectangular structures, each containing multiple levels and a sloped roof. Directly below those, the scan shows 8 huge cylindrical shafts, possibly wells, encircled by what looks like descending spiral pathways. These 8 shafts are arranged in 2 parallel rows running north-south and plunge to a staggering depth of about 648 meters. At that depth, they seem to merge into 2 gigantic chambers side by side, each roughly 80 meters across. Incredibly, the entire arrangement, the upper structures, the shafts, and the deep chambers, stretches roughly 2 kilometers and extends beneath all 3 of Giza's main pyramids. This radar mapping, essentially a form of 3D tomography, gives us a ghostly outline of architecture where no known chambers were before. The shapes and alignment hint at a deliberate design. The 5 near-surface structures are neatly connected by geometric corridors, and the descending shafts are highly symmetrical. It's as if an underground mirror image of the pyramid complex was built beneath the sand. The scans are so detailed that even internal features of these hidden spaces, like horizontal levels within the structures, are visible. Archaeologists and engineers are stunned. Nothing on this scale has ever been documented under Giza. Could this be a lost network of chambers and tunnels, purposefully constructed by the pyramid builders? Or are we looking at a natural geological formation being misread as man-made? To find answers, experts are parsing the data and calling for physical verification. Initial interpretations. The discovery has the Egyptology community buzzing with excitement and caution. Mainstream archaeologists are eager yet reserved, noting that non-intrusive scans can sometimes produce ambiguous results. They emphasize the need for excavation to confirm what the radar detected. Notably, a similar approach recently found a smaller anomaly near the Great Pyramid, a distinct L-shaped structure about 10 by 15 meters, buried a few meters down. In that case, researchers suspect it might be a long-lost tomb or corridor, essentially an ordinary feature, just previously undiscovered. By analogy, some Egyptologists propose that these new massive readings might be multiple underground tombs or chambers linked together. If so, this could represent an entire underground necropolis built under Giza. We know that in ancient Egypt, elite tombs, mastabas around the pyramids, often have vertical shafts leading to subterranean burial chambers. It wouldn't be entirely out of character to find more hidden voids where high-ranking officials or pharaohs could be buried. At the same time, the sheer scale here is unprecedented. Egyptologist Dr. Motoyuki Sato, who has scanned parts of Giza before, notes that a natural geological formation is unlikely to have such clear structure and symmetry. The shallow L-shaped entrance-like feature in the recent scan suggests an intentionally filled-in entryway. If an entrance exists, it implies these caverns were accessible to the ancient builders. The team behind the discovery is already discussing plans for a targeted excavation. However, getting permission to dig beneath a World Heritage site like Giza is a delicate process. Past projects, like the Scan Pyramids effort that discovered a void inside the Great Pyramid in 2017, show that confirmation can take years. For now, we have tantalizing images of what lies beneath, and plenty of questions. Egyptologists believe these underground structures, if real, would have had ceremonial or functional purposes within the traditional context of the pyramid complex. For example, the underground network might be part of a grand funerary design. Ancient Egyptians envisioned the afterlife as a journey through the underworld, so it's conceivable they built a labyrinth of tunnels to symbolize this spiritual path. The discovery of the so-called Osiris shaft in the 1990s, a multi-level water-filled shaft tomb under Khafra's Causeway, is a precedent for large underground constructions at Giza. In fact, the Giza Plateau's ancient name was Pr-Wsir Neer Stal, meaning House of Osiris, Lord of the Underground Tunnels. This suggests that the Egyptians themselves associated Giza with secret subterranean realms. It's possible that what the radar found is an extension of this underworld, perhaps a network of chambers used for initiation rites or as storage for sacred objects. Some experts speculate it could even be a centralized infrastructure, like a series of vaults to stabilize the ground or to store construction equipment, water, or treasure during the pyramid building era. Another pragmatic theory is that we are seeing the remains of ancient quarrying or construction ramps that were later covered. The pyramids didn't pop up overnight. Massive amounts of limestone and granite were moved and shaped. Could the long shafts be the trenches or pits from which stone was extracted, later ingeniously incorporated into a ritual complex? Or perhaps they dug deep to access groundwater, leveraging an underground aquifer to help build or even to regulate the pyramid's stability. These are grounded ideas that fit within our current understanding of Old Kingdom capabilities, which, while impressive, don't officially include megastructures hundreds of meters underground. Mainstream scholars also point out that if such a huge complex truly exists, it's astonishing it left no trace in the historical records or inscriptions. Therefore, they urge caution. The formations could be natural cavities or artifacts of the radar imaging process until proven otherwise. The upcoming excavations, if approved, will be critical in determining whether we're dealing with man-made chambers or a quirk of geology. Speculative theories. The mysterious nature of this find has also reinvigorated alternative hypotheses about the pyramids. For decades, independent researchers and fringe theorists have suggested the pyramids were more than tombs, possibly parts of an ancient energy network or even machinery. The new radar evidence of a mechanical-looking layout beneath Giza is seen by proponents as validation of these ideas. One popular theory posits that the pyramids together formed a sort of power plant or energy harnessing system. This concept isn't entirely new. The inventor Nikola Tesla was obsessed with the pyramids and speculated they might be giant transmitters of energy, perhaps drawing power from the Earth's natural electromagnetic field. In the late 20th century, engineer Christopher Dunn developed the Giza power plant hypothesis, arguing that the Great Pyramid's design, its chambers and materials, could have functioned to generate microwave or electrical power. If the pyramid above was the engine, the newly revealed structures below could be the reactor or infrastructure supporting it. For instance, the 8 deep shafts could have channeled vibrations or water. Some theories suggest water from the Nile might have been used to create sound resonance. The 2 massive cubic chambers at the bottom might then have served as energy capacitors or hubs distributing this power. This aligns with the fringe interpretation that pyramids were nodes in a global wireless energy grid, an idea that, while unproven, fires the imagination. Some even more exotic theories go further. Author Joseph P. Farrell once proposed that the Great Pyramid could have been an ancient superweapon, the Giza Death Star, using directed energy, a notion far outside mainstream acceptance. In that fantastical light, the newly found shafts might be seen as giant barrel conduits, and the deep chambers as some kind of reaction or focusing chambers of a device. While the Death Star idea is extremely speculative, it shows how creative interpretations can get when data is scarce. Short of that extreme, many alternative researchers are asking, Could these underground halls be the remains of Atlantis-era technology or a lost civilization's power plant? The fact that the structures seem intentionally laid out and are so huge suggests to them a level of engineering far beyond what traditional history credits to the Fourth Dynasty of Egypt. They also point to the precise alignment of the Giza pyramids and how this subterranean complex spans all three, implying a master plan to the entire site, possibly to harness telluric Earth energy or cosmic frequencies in unison. It's a heady mix of archaeology and mystery science. Coming months and years, the truth behind Giza's underground maze will begin to unfold. Will archaeologists find beautifully carved chambers with sarcophagi and hieroglyphs, revealing a royal archive or necropolis? Or will they uncover evidence of ancient technology, megaton stone cylinders and mechanisms that defy our understanding of the past? Right now, we stand at the threshold of a discovery that could rewrite history, or at least greatly expand it. At minimum, this finding reinforces that the Giza pyramids still hold secrets after 4,500 years, and that ancient Egyptians were masters of architecture both above and below ground. What's next is a call to action for both scientists and enthusiasts. Excavation teams must proceed carefully, and perhaps new scans, using muons or seismic imaging, will be done to get even clearer pictures before any digging starts. The world will be watching as Egyptologists piece together clues, and as debates rage between skeptics and believers of the more radical theories. Imagine walking through a lit tunnel beneath Khufu's pyramid, camera in hand, as never-before-seen chambers emerge from the dark. That possibility has many of us on the edge of our seats. Call to action. If you found this exploration as thrilling as we did, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for updates on the Giza underground discovery. We'll be following the story closely, separating fact from fiction as new evidence comes to light. What do you think these hidden structures are? An ancient tomb, a lost archive, a giant machine, or something else entirely? Let us know your theories in the comments. The pyramids have kept their secrets for millennia, but technology is finally unlocking their mysteries. Stay tuned for the next chapter in this real-life archaeological adventure, and thank you for joining us on this journey beneath the sands of Giza.